a little bit more about the paths that you can choose and the majors that you can choose, and I'll have them introduce themselves.
Hey everyone, my name is Chase Morris. I am a current 3 year out of 4 year. I am studying political science and international affairs with a minor in economics alongside a legal studies certificate.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Ladrika Kari, and I work in the undergraduate enrollment area in the College of Arts and Sciences. So that just means I work primarily with students on their movement into our college, and I work with freshmen and transfer students.
Great. So can you tell me a little bit more about the typical path that an international student might choose at your college and maybe why they do so?
So the College of Arts and Sciences here at UC is pretty much the liberal arts school. So we're the largest area of study for students. We have a little under 8,000 students between our graduate and undergraduate programs. And that's roughly around 45 plus majors to select from. A lot of our international students, you have a wide range of interests that you can pursue. And many of our students may decide to go through one of our science paths. We have humanities, social sciences. So whatever you're interested in is definitely an option for students within our program. We have some unique programs that will allow students to do 3+3 programs if you're looking at getting into graduate school, 4+1, which essentially is 4 years in your undergraduate program, 1 year for graduate school. So at the end of 5 years, you'll get your both bachelor's and master's degree. And just to give you some context, students, when I went back to get my master's degree, it was a 4+2 program. So these are some ways that the college will work with students to really maximize your time and your experience in our college.
Great. So a typical undergraduate degree is 4 years, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then you just add one more instead of two
Yes.
if you're on that track?
If you're in a particular program, we have 16 different majors that offer the 4+1 option. And so if you're looking at that graduate school option, you can work with your faculty on that movement. Some benefits to our 4+1 program is that it allows our students to get adjusted to UC, so you get acclimated to your classes, and really immerse yourself into our UC community. And then around your third year or your junior year is when you would decide if the 4+1 program will be a good fit for you. So that's really some good benefits for students. Many of the programs will waive the GRE or GMAT exam, which are graduate level assessments that you'll need to take to go to grad school, and many of those programs will waive that requirement.
Great. And can you tell us a little bit more about your program and why you chose to go into it?
Yeah, absolutely. So political science for me, when I was in high school, I always knew that I wanted to go to law school. So when I was looking at different colleges and things of that nature, I kind of wanted to do a major that I enjoyed, but also was going to build my critical thinking and analysis skills to prepare myself best for law school. So when I first came in, I chose political science because the department here was absolutely amazing. Anytime I reached out in high school, had any simple question, no matter what it was, they'd either call me, they'd invite me down, really talk to me about just about anything. So when I came in, I chose political science, and then through the years, I saw myself finding more things that I enjoyed, international affairs, economics, things that I saw myself growing in. So I chose international affairs my sophomore year, which it's very similar to political science with an addition of different classes, so I wanted to really combine those, try to just really branch out, I guess you could say. So it was the best fit for me, I think, in preparation for law school, which I'm doing now. So I definitely have enjoyed it. The staff and every professor I've ever had has been amazing, always so helpful to me in anything that I can do. So yeah, it's been great.
Great.
I think what Chase is referencing is the opportunity for many of our students in our colleges to pick up a major, a minor, double major. Our coursework is really flexible, being a liberal arts program. So his relationship with political science and international affairs, they're both in a similar program. And so many of the courses will double count. So you can take one course and it can count towards his political science degree and also his international affairs. And so for us in the college, that's really what we want our students to think about, is that we have the flexibility in our coursework, that we want our students to take on a double major, a major, a minor. It definitely is an opportunity for you within your coursework, and oftentimes it will not add any additional time to your stay at UC.
And speaking of flexibility, what are some of the options for transfer students to come into a program in A&S?
Absolutely. So we admit transfer students all 3 terms here at the university. So we admit for the fall, spring, and summer. So generally, students will have application deadlines for each term. We have a rolling admission, so as we're receiving applications, we're reviewing them and we're getting decisions out to students. Once we have rendered admissions, then it's roughly around 4 weeks for your confirmation deadline. And so you will confirm saying, definitely I want to enroll at the university, and then you will start that process. Typically, our faculty will reach out to all of our transfer students to talk a little bit about our programs, invite you to stop by to their office while you're on campus. We recognize that as a transfer student, you're kind of used to the academic process to higher education, so we really try to focus in on your different experiences that you can take advantage of. So we're looking at you considering research or study abroad. So there are different avenues for you to really make the most of your undergraduate experience.
Great. Have you done any of those programs? Have you studied abroad or?
So no, I have not studied abroad, but are you referencing like internships and things of that nature?
Yeah.
Sure. Have you interned?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been on 3 rotations of internships, and they've been the past 2 summers. So the very first internship that I received, I was in Chicago doing research on government subsidies. So pretty much how I came about getting that was, I think there was a UC email that came out from the department, and they're very good about sending different opportunities out, no matter what it is, to all students that are in the Political Science or International Affairs department. And from there, I was able to just kind of apply and go through it all, kind of talk to different alumni that have done it before me. I mean, we think about it, the University of Cincinnati alumni database is huge, and they're always willing to help out a fellow Bearcat. So I was able to do that my freshman year, and then these past 2 summers, I am at a law firm downtown, which I also received through a UC alumni. So it's been great. It's been great with developing me as a person as well as my college experience. All my friends and everyone around me always is very eager to find different opportunities and internships, and the way you look at it, in my eyes, it's very easy when you're in such a city like Cincinnati where there's so many opportunities and things like that, and so many people around you that are willing to help you with just about anything you possibly need. So, yeah.
Great.
And as a student within the college, there are 4 opportunities for students to consider experiences outside of the classroom or experiential learning opportunities. So research, which is what Chase talked about, definitely an opportunity for students to consider. Many of our international students are looking in a path within our STEM area, and so research is an excellent application to your, or an excellent opportunity for your application to graduate school. So that relationship that you'll build with a faculty member doing research on an area that you're interested in is something that our students will really take value in. In our college, we offer 2 ways for students to get experience in a work environment. So definitely UC is known for our co-op opportunities, so we definitely have some options there for students. But we also offer internships, which is what Chase identified. Typically, our students will take a professional development course, which will help you build your resume and cover letter and get you prepared for that internship opportunity or co-op. And then you will be put on a database. It's called RecruiterCat. And you can upload your resume, cover letter there, also seek out employers that are looking for UC students to hire for a particular term. We also have some opportunities on campus. I have a few co-op students through our undergraduate enrollment area. So there is a lot of flexibility for students to look within the great city of Cincinnati or right here on campus. Study abroad is also a popular option for our students. And we're proud to say that we send the most amount of students abroad each year. And students have the option to go abroad for a week, a few weeks, and also the whole term. So students will really figure out where you want to go, how long. There are some opportunities for you to tailor that with a classroom experience. So you can be in a class for about 13 weeks in the semester, and then the last few weeks is your class, your professor. You all will go abroad on an international experience. And so there is some options to do that as well. And then the final way that our students are looking at some experiences outside of the classroom is through getting involved. So definitely want to encourage you, and I know Chase will share a little bit about his involvement on campus, but this is a great way that you can make UC home. You can make a connection with other students. I am the advisor to our ANS ambassador group and also Transform into Bearcats. So it's a group of transfer and transition students from our branch campuses, and at the beginning of each semester they host events for all new students. So it's just a great way for us to welcome new students to our college and to the university, and a great way for students to build their leadership while they're on campus.
Would you like to talk a little bit more about your student involvement on campus?
Yeah, absolutely. So coming from a smaller high school, I kind of knew when I came on this campus, I wanted to really make a big impact, not only in my life, but those around me in the university as well. So through my time at UC, I've been fortunate enough to be involved with 5+ organizations, and I would say the most impactful to me personally would obviously be ambassadors. Recruitment of future students, future Bearcats, they're going to call this place home. It's absolutely amazing to talk to them about everything that this place has to offer. I currently serve a 2-year term as the student trustee for the University of Cincinnati Foundation, which is the fundraising arm of the university. So it's pretty much representing the entire student body to a very successful group of people that are going to dictate how this university is going to run as well. And then I would say the final largest impact on me personally was the Student Advisory Committee on the university budget, where we oversee the general life fee and things like that, and where the money will be allocated to different student organizations. So all in all, student organizations, in my eyes, are a great way to make this place home and really get yourself out there, get out of your comfort zone, get out of your shell, meet different people. You can grow future opportunities. Those people can become your friends for life. And there's so many different organizations we have on this campus that you can find your fit just about anywhere. So all in all, I would say one advice would be to definitely get involved on this university and really make an impact wherever you can or wherever you're passionate about.
For a new student coming to UC, how could they find opportunities like that to get involved?
So there's a bunch of different ways, actually. So the very first week of Welcome Week, we always have the organization fair, which all the student organizations that are registered through the Student Activities Board Council, they will either go to Main Street and they will just really canvass to different students that are and it's usually freshmen coming in and things like that will come through and really try to see different organizations that they find interesting or things like that, and just kind of talk with them, things like that, and if they enjoy it, they can sign up for it or things of that nature. So there's that, and then we have Campus Link as well, which has all of our student organizations on there, all hundreds of them. So you can go on there, really search just about anything that you find interesting, whether it be like a political science club, history club, really anything, and you can find it on there, find the main contacts, who to get in touch with, and they'll point you in the right direction, really. So yeah, a bunch of different ways, I would say.
And generally, as a new student to the university, you have a team of advisors and faculty that are really dedicated to your success here at UC. And so that's another avenue for students to consider, is to meet with your academic advisor. So definitely they can work with you on what required courses you need to take, but they can really also focus in on what experiences do you want to take advantage of and get you connected to those experiences. Each student within our college will have a minimum of 2 advisors that is going to work with you. So you'll have your academic advisor that's going to really focus in on your gen ed or core requirements, and then you'll have a faculty advisor for your particular major, minor, or certificate. And so that's another member of our faculty staff that will be there to guide you through your program. So they'll identify what particular major you're interested in, but what experiences do you want to take advantage of as a part of that particular major. So if you're looking at research, Chase mentioned that he was on a listserv. So each of our majors, you will be put on a listserv so that you can get weekly or monthly updates on opportunities that you can take advantage of. Our location here at UC really make us attractive for international students because we're surrounded by 6 different hospitals, a short walk to our Cincinnati Zoo, a short ride to our Newport Aquarium. So when you're thinking about opportunities, they're right here in your community.
Great. And can you tell us a little bit about where you live and why you chose to live there, how it is living around campus, all these things?
Yeah, absolutely. So my freshman year, I actually lived in a residential hall of Sedal. So it was absolutely great to live with one of my friends from high school. When you're in a residential hall, when I was in Sedal, there's a food court right next to it, things like that. Didn't even have to leave to go over there and eat and things of that nature. So, and you're right on campus, makes it really easy to get around campus. And I always say the great thing about UC is it's big, but it's small in a way. So, you can kind of walk anywhere, get your classes on time. You don't have to worry about being late or things like that. So after my freshman year, I moved out into a house, probably 5 minutes off campus. It's something kind of just that I wanted to do, really, for me, kind of just get a house with some friends, kind of things like that, expand out, live with people I haven't lived with before. But yeah, it's been awesome. UC actually has an off-campus housing portal that you can kind of find different houses around campus and things like that. It's really easy. It's really accessible. People are always willing to people that lease the house and things like that are always willing to be there to help you out and things like that. So yeah, it's been great. Living 5 minutes off campus has been great. It's been the past 2 years for me. So within my final year, I'll probably stay at the same place and just.
It's a 5-minute walk?
Yeah, 5-minute walk from campus. Yeah, it's really accessible. It's great. So.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you have a bike, or how do you get around? How do you get downtown?
So generally, when I work downtown, UC has a program with the Cincinnati Metro, or the Cincinnati Department in general, where it's going to be $1 a ride to get pretty much anywhere on the Cincinnati Metro. So when I have to go to work 3 days a week, I just get on the Metro and it's $1 a ride, and it just takes me right down to work. So they have that. We have the shuttles that if you do live like more than 5 minutes away from off campus, like there's different shuttles that'll take different routes, and they'll pick you up and bring you straight to campus. So no matter like how far or where you live at really on this perimeter outside of campus, like there will be a way to get to campus, whether it be walking, biking, taking the shuttle, taking the Metro. So UC provides really good opportunities to make sure that you get to campus safe and everything moving forward. So it's great.
And thinking about our campus here at UC, we are in a large urban area, so just a few minutes from downtown Cincinnati, right in the middle of different neighborhoods. And so to get from one part of campus to the next is about a 5 to 7 minute walk. So although we're a large campus, we're really compact, so you don't have to go very far to take advantage of those resources. I know for many of our international students, sometimes you get a little homesick, and so you want to maybe make something that's unique to where you're from. And so we have a supermarket that's within walking distance from campus as well, and many international restaurants and things that you can take advantage of. So not saying that everything that you have in your country you can bring here to UC, but there are some opportunities for you to modify some things and really make UC home, and think about some things that you have back home that you could bring here to UC.
Great. We do have one question. It is, can a student double major, minor, or earn certificates in A&S?
Absolutely. So our students are able, based on your coursework, and for our college, in order to get your bachelor's degree, students must complete 120 credits. So looking at our profile, our students are doing 15 credits a semester, 30 for the year, and at the end of 4 years, you're ready to get your bachelor's degree. Our majors range anywhere from about 35 credits to up to 60 credits. So many of our STEM-based majors will be on the higher end of that matrix. And then looking at your generic requirements, it's about 30 to 40 credits, and so you still have that wiggle room in your curriculum to pick up a double major or a major and a minor. And so you can really facilitate this movement with your conversations with your academic advisor. Now, once you apply to the University of Cincinnati, you have to identify one area that you want to major in. And then once you get to campus, you can expound on that and work with different faculty members and departments to make your particular major come to life. Within our college, we also have some opportunities for you to identify, this is my particular major, what are some common minors and certificates that most students in this area will take advantage of. And so we have that information that we can share with students as well. So definitely after today's session, if you have any questions, you can send an email. We can provide you with that information.
Great. And also a track that a lot of international first-year students are referred to is called Exploratory, and that's in the College of Arts and Science. Could you talk a bit about that program and ways that you can transition after that?
Absolutely. So for students that, our exploratory program assists students twofold. So it's one for students that have so many interests that you're not able to narrow it down, and so you need the support of an academic advisor to help guide you to figure out what it is you ultimately want to study here at the university. And so you'll meet with an advisor. You can also take a course, it's called UC Discover course, where we essentially will bring all of the resources of the university to this classroom experience. So you'll meet with faculty on campus, former students, current students, to talk a little bit about their exploration into how they ended up in their particular major, and what are some career goals for them after graduation. And so that's one area for students to consider for exploratory studies. We also have an area that once students have gone through our application process, you may not have gained admittance into your first choice, and so most students will go into our exploratory studies program to kind of build up your credentials. So you'll start taking courses and build up your GPA, get some experience and exposure on campus by getting involved, and then you can later transition into the program that you're interested in. And so at that point, when you make the transition, we will base your admissions on what you were able to do here at UC versus your credentials that you're bringing in from a high school or as a transfer student. And so the Exploratory Studies program is a great help for students to kind of really narrow down what it is you're interested in. If you find yourself in a situation where you have already applied and did not gain admittance into your first choice program, our advisors will be on hand to help you to figure out what courses you need to take to get you to the program that you want to go into. And so it's an easy opportunity for students to transition from our program to another program.
Great. I think that wraps it up for as many questions that I have. Is there anything else that you feel like we need to add?
I think from a college perspective, we have an inclusive environment within our college, and so we're very welcoming to all students. International students play a big part of our life within our liberal arts college. We know that students that live and work and study in a diverse population is a more global student, and so your impact on our community here at UC is really something that we embrace and we're excited to be a part of. Every summer, I'm able to spend about 6 to 8 weeks in Ghana, which is in West Africa. And so I'm there meeting with students, talking with students about life here at UC. And so we really have a team of international advisors that will make different travels to different places throughout the country. So we're a very inclusive environment. We want students from different places to be here at UC.
That's great. And if you do have any additional questions after this live feed has ended, you're welcome to email us at international.admissions@uc.edu, and that'll go to us, and we can answer any logistical questions or admissions questions. And thank you guys so much for joining us, the College of Arts and Science again. So thank you, and hope you have a good day. We're signing out.